Hi Shanmuki.
Hi.
Close your eyes. Tell me how much is 97 times 96?
9312.
How much is 94 times 97?
9180.
How much is 93 times 92?
8556.
How much is 99 times 93?
9207.
How much is 86 times 84?
It is difficult.
Hi viewers, she recently started learning these math tricks, so she is still practicing. And the purpose of this video is to introduce you to the various math tricks. So, and not only that, we will also see how these math tricks actually work. Why that math trick has to work that way. Let me take you to the board and explain. Okay, let's see how to do the quick calculation on some of the questions that I asked Shanmuki in the beginning of this video. Shanmuki, just let's explain the viewers how this trick actually works. So let us say, let us take one of these 95 times 94. Okay, so see, I am writing here 95 times 94. So now what we need to do is first compare these two numbers, how far they are from 100. So here 100, we are calling 100 as the base. Actually, this trick can be used to calculate almost most of the calculations, most of the multiplications numbers, like even 15 times 16 if you don't know how to tell it quickly. But I thought of taking some a bigger number calculation, so I am starting with the numbers that are close to 100. So when we compare these numbers with the base, 95 is 5 less than 100, right? So we write 5 below this. We write not just 5, minus 5, because it is coming backwards from 100. So now, and similarly, when you compare 100, how much 94 is less than 100?
6.
So we write minus 6. So now what we do is, we either add these two numbers or add these two numbers. Both will give you the same result. We have to add these. So when I add 94 to minus 5, what is the result we get? We get 89, right? So 89. So now, since since the base is 100, you have to put two zeros, which becomes 8900 here. So the next step is to multiply these two numbers. Just multiply. So when you multiply, what do you get? Minus 5 multiplied by minus 6. Minus into minus plus 5 times 6. How much it is?
5 times 6 is equal to 30.
Okay, 5 times 6 is 30. So now if you add the number 8930, that's it. That is the answer. So if you practice this trick mentally many times, you will answer this in less than few seconds. Or if you practice more, you can even answer immediately after asking the question. Now let us see few more calculations on the same lines. Okay, and wait for that. We will definitely discuss how this trick actually works. Why you add something, subtract something, and multiply a simple number and get an answer to a bigger, complicated calculation. Okay, we'll see that. So now let us see this. So then next one we'll see. Second one. Shanmuki, tell me which one we will calculate now.
96, 94.
Okay, 96 times?
94.
Again you want 94 only? Okay, 96 times 94. Okay, that's not a problem. Let me take you here. So now we are seeing 96 times 94. From the same calculation, we need to see 96 is 4 less than 100 first. Okay, since 96 is 4 less than 100. So what do we write here?
Minus 4.
Minus 4. And 94 is?
Minus
6 less than 100. So it is minus 6. So now what we do, we add any of the number. Let me add these two. Okay, so when I add that, what do you get?
9,000.
90, and you add 2 zeros, so that becomes 9,000. And what is the next step? You have to multiply these two. This is the first step and this is second here. So what is that? It is plus minus into minus time multiplied by minus is plus, and it is 24. So what is the answer? 9,024. So it is that easy. Actually, this problem can be done much easily. I'll tell you why this particular number or this particular kind of number. But for the first problem, this is the way, simplest way. But for the second problem, there is more simple way to actually do this calculation. Okay, so let me take you. Let us try one more number. Let us take 98 times 93. Okay. Let me tell you. So now the third problem we are seeing here. Third sum. What do you want to do? 98 times 93. So 98 times 93 is, first what do you do? 98 is minus 2. 2 less than 100. So we write minus 2. And 93 is 7 less than 100. So we write minus 7. So now we need to add these two numbers. That gives us, what does it give? 91. So since the base is 100, we write 9100. And now what is the next step? To multiply these two numbers. What is 2 times 7?
14.
Plus 14. So the answer is 9114. So this is the answer. This is very easy, quick. So let us try one more number. So not all 90 you can do with this much easily on the numbers for 80 also, but you just need to be used to the simple multiplications. So let us try the another one. So let us try the fourth problem, which is, this is the last one we'll try here, and then we will see how this trick actually works. So the fourth problem we want to try is 86 times 84, or I'm just taking everything the same number, but let us try a different one. 88 times 82, we'll try that. Okay, so 88 times 82. So how far 88 from 100? It is
12.
minus 12. So okay, 12, and we write minus before because it is less than 100. Okay, and it is minus 18. Very good. So now we have to add any of these numbers. So when you add 82 minus 12, how much it is? Tell me, do you know? Which becomes, let me try this. It becomes 70. Okay, and since the base is 100, we write 7,000. Two zeros beside that, and it becomes 7,000. And now you have to multiply 12 times 18. Do you know how to do this quickly? 12 times 18. Actually, the method that we are going to explain will also make you understand how to do this 12 times 18 also quickly if you are not aware. Okay, I know the trick, so let me see how to do this. So it goes the same way, but the base is 10 here. Okay, so the base is 10, so it means 12. So minus into minus we write plus here. Now we need to multiply 12 times 18. We need to do 12 times 18. So how to do this? Now take the base. This is 10, close to 10. Now take the base is 10. So how far this is from 10? This is plus 2. 10 plus 2, 12, and this is plus 8. Now again you do the same. Since there is no now add these two numbers. So since there is no
20.
negative symbol, it becomes 20. Okay. So since we are comparing with base 10, we put only 1 0 here. Okay,
200.
and 200, and now we have to multiply these two numbers. How much it becomes?
10.
Multiply, not
16.
16. It becomes 16. Okay, so 200 plus 16 is 216. So now if you add these two numbers, the answer is 7,216. Okay, so now we have seen a trick that works for most of the calculations by taking some number as reference, which some number which you can easily multiply with, which is like 10, either it could be 20 or 50 or 100 also. But whatever the number you are comparing the given problem numbers with is called the base. Okay, now let us see how this trick actually works and how we are able to simplify some complex calculation into very simple things. So let me explain you here. So this is the part of actually how this trick works. So first thing what we do, 94 times
94 times
95, right? So how can we write 94 in terms of 100? That is what we are doing, right? So how to write it is in terms of 100? 100 minus 6. So this is 94. This is nothing but 94, right? So this is nothing but 94. And then so in between you have multiplication, right? So in between you have multiplication, and then how to write 95 in terms of 100?
100 minus 5.
100 minus 5. So in arithmetics there is actually there are actually three main important properties. Okay, associative property, okay, commutative property, and distributive property for additions and multiplications. So here we use the distributive property. So for those of you know how to multiply this, that is okay. But for those who don't know how to multiply, I am telling this is done using the distributive property of arithmetic. So the distributive property goes like this. Okay, what is the distributive property? Just a minute. So this is 95. So what does distributive property says? The distributive property says, Shanmuki, what does distributive property?
A
plus B times
C
equal to
8 times C
A times C plus
B times C.
A times C plus B times C. So now here if you compare these two, let us assume this as A, B, and this whole number as C. This is A, B and C. Okay, so now if you apply this formula to this, what you will get here? What you will get? So let me take this formula to a side. Okay, let me take this and put it here. Okay, so now this is the distributive property, distributive law of arithmetics. So now when we consider this as A, B, C, so this can be expanded like this. What can we expand here? So this first A times C means 100 times C. What is C here, Shanmuki? 100 minus 5. And what is B? 6. So what is minus 6? So we write minus 6 times, again it multiplies C. Okay, C is 100 minus 5. So basically distributive law is a combination of both for addition and multiplication. So what happens here is the C multiplies both A and B. That's it. So this is what's happening here. Okay, that's what we did expanding here. So now if we further expand this, 100 times 100 is
1000. 10,000.
100 times 100 is 10,000. Okay, next with this 100, again the same, it is like again a distributive law, A times B plus C, like that. So this multiplies these two numbers. Well, next 100 times 100 is 10,000, and then we have to write 100 multiplied by 5, there is minus, so it is minus 500 minus 500. Now 6 multiplies these two numbers, so 6 times 100 is 600, we have minus, so 600. And again now multiply minus 6 and minus 5, which is minus into minus to minus is plus. 6 5 is 30. Okay, now you see what is happening here. The magic is happening here. You see 10,000 minus how much it is? 5 plus 6, 11. So this is 1100, not 1000. Okay, and this becomes, and again you have 30. Now if you see, this 10,000 minus 1100 is nothing but 8,900 plus 30. See, by using that simple trick, so if you go back and see, what do we have in the 94 times 95? 94 times 95, so 8,900 plus 30. You have this. So by using this trick, we are able to simplify. We are able to simplify all these calculations. Okay, we are simplifying all this calculation and directly coming to this step because of this trick. So this is basically how do you arrive at this? When you do these calculations using the arithmetic properties, you observe that every problem that you are doing by taking 100 as base arrives to the similar solution. Every time it becomes 100 into 100 and you will subtract the number from this. So when you observe this, so that's why I'm telling you, you will see some pattern emerging from it. So what is that pattern? Every time you multiply, you take the base of 100, the numbers close to the 100, you will find a similar pattern and you will arrive at the same numbers like this, 10,000 minus some number and multiplication of those two numbers. So finally, so we got to the answer here. So what is the answer? So the answer is
8,930.
So this is the answer. So now you see how this trick actually works compared to the traditional multiplication of doing like 94 times 95, put here and add, and you'll get two lines and adding this. This actually takes more time, and compared to this, using this math trick, if you practice it rigorously. So if you practice it more and more times, you will be able to do this problem very quickly. I can tell you how you practice it. When someone says 94, you should immediately know that is minus 6 because it is 6 away from 100. So you immediately say that it is 6 away from 100, and that then when someone says the next number, you immediately subtract it and do that calculation. So trust me, if you practice it more and more, you will be able to do it in less than a second each problem. Okay, so that depends on the practice. Now we will see how some of these problems can be further simplified. Let me tell you. So previously we did a problem here, you see, which is 96 times 94. Actually this can be done in much easier way. Okay, let me tell you how that works. So what is that? We are doing 96 times
94.
96 times 94. So this can be done much easier than that. So the reason is, whenever these two, let me highlight it with a different color. Whenever these two numbers are same and these two numbers are adding to 10, okay, you can do these kind of some problems very easily. What to do? Pretty simple here. Let us see. Okay, what to do, Janmuki? Multiply the first number with the next number. So what is the next number of 9? 10. So you multiply 9 with 10. So 9 times are 90. And then again multiply the two numbers in the units place. So simply you just multiply these two numbers, which gives
24.
This is the answer. Actually, see, so is this true, correct or not? 9024. This is what we got when we previously calculated with using that trick. But this problem, see, again you are observing some pattern here. So you are able to calculate this very quickly. So actually this can be applied to any range of numbers. There is no point of comparing with 100 or anything here. So let me write it here. Let's say someone asks you what is 32 times 38. You can use the same trick. So what is the trick? Multiply 3 with its next number, which is 4. So 3 4s are 12. And now multiply these two numbers. Okay, 8 2s are 60. This is the answer. So it's pretty quick and pretty simple. Same goes when you want to multiply 25 times 25, because these two are adding to 10. These two numbers are same. So what it becomes? Multiply 2 with its next number, which is 6. 5 5s are 25. 625. The same goes here. if you do these calculations, you can actually frame your own mathematical tricks by observing, right? So if you observe these calculations, you will come to some understanding that how this can be simplified further. Each sum, each problem, maybe even what we discussed here, this can be further simplified. This is pretty simple, but who knows, you might be able to do it in much simpler way if you actually practice, observe what is going on here with the numbers. As we discussed earlier, this can be applied to, for example, so let us say now someone asked you what is we did right, what is 16 times 18. How do you do it quickly? Now take the base as 10. The same trick works here. So what is happening here? 16 times 18. So 16 times 18 is how far it is from 10, or you can compare it from 20, but let me do it with 10. So it is, how far it is from 10? 6. So plus 6 is above 6. Okay, and 18 plus 8. So now just add these two numbers. We'll add these two numbers. When you add these two numbers, 18 plus 6 is nothing but 24, right? And since you are comparing this with base 10, you put 1 0. Okay, base has 10, so 1 0, only it comes as 1 0. And okay, and what is 6 times 8? It is plus plus. Okay, 6 8s are
48.
6 8s are 48. So now the answer is 288. Okay, this can be done actually if you practice. Same way, if you practice, you can do it pretty quickly. What is 14 times 16?
Okay. 14 is,
Write it here.
14 is plus 4 and 16 is plus 6. So we add 14 plus 6 equals to none other than 20. 10 have 1 0, keep 1 0.
Okay.
That 200. 4 6 24.
Okay.
That one comes 224.
Very nice. Very good. Okay. Okay. See, if she practices this continuously, she will be able to do it in her mind much faster. She actually did that 100 numbers, close to 100 tricks. She practiced and she was able to come up to speed very quickly. Within one day, she got to she showed a lot of difference in her speed of calculation. Okay, so in the interest of time, the video is becoming very long. So let's stop here for this video. And in the coming videos, I will discuss more mathematical tricks, possibly on how to do different types of calculations. Okay, so if you find this video useful, maybe you can share it with your friends. If you are a student, share it with your friends so that they will learn how to do these tricks quickly. Okay. Okay, Shana? You want to ask me?
No.
Okay, chalo. Thank you guys. Bye.